Obama is the same thing that we saw with the Pope. What happened with the Pope? The same. Everything remains the same.
The Cuban people witnessed the Pope's historic visit last year. When President Obama visits their country, they want to make sure he will see how they really live.
He should mainly visit the impoverished neighborhoods. Bring him here so he can see the impoverished neighborhoods. He can see how we live here in Cuba.
Since the reestablishment of diplomatic relations, Cubans say little has changed. But in Washington, D.C., the president's visit is seen as an economic opportunity.
I hope he meets with Cuban mechanics, Cuban artists, new Cuban entrepreneurs in the private sector to give kind of a boost to the burgeoning, more market-oriented economy.
Kornblue says the president's visit is a historic gesture that could have real consequences.
The more bridges that can be built socially, culturally, economically with Cuba, the more supportive the United States can be of significant changes in the daily lives of Cubans.
The Cuban people still lack basic freedoms of speech and the right to assemble. Internet access is limited, and the number of arbitrary arrests in the country increased last year after the thawing of relations with the United States. The president's visit could help open up a dialogue about changes in the country's troubled human rights record.
Changes that would allow people to be able to dissent, to have different ideas and be able to demonstrate and be able to express their ideas.
Back in Cuba, there's hope that the two nations can connect on a personal level.
I hope with this visit the relations improve and that there could be ties between the two people, because after all, we are not the ones to blame.
Katherine Gypson, VOA News, Washington.